Listen, Morty, I hate to break it to you, but what people call love is just a chemical reaction that compels animals to breed. It hits hard, Morty, then it slowly fades, leaving you stranded in a failing marriage. I did it. Your parents are gonna do it. Break the cycle, Morty. Rise above. Focus on science, science, science. Focus on science.
You are not smart enough to be rational. You think that robotic reasoning and sticking to evidence and facts is a good and virtuous thing. It isn't, and emotions always win. People seem to forget that the human mind and body are remarkable and extremely complex systems that are designed to make thousands of micro-survival decisions throughout the day without conscious thought. So when someone tells you you're making an emotional decision, tell them, yes, that's exactly what I'm fucking doing, because that's exactly what you're doing anyway. You're simply just not recognizing it. That is the entire point of emotions. Emotions literally take into account a bunch of different variables, and they come to an emotional output, conclusion, which through an evolutionary perspective is supposed to guide your decisions. That is the entire purpose of emotions, or intuition, or gut feeling, or whatever you want to call it. It may not be as concrete, and it may be kind of shrouded in mystery because you don't understand it. It's a more complex system than basic, simple, rational thought, which is like the tip of the iceberg of what the brain can actually do, and it is able to come to a more nuanced and complex output. You should be using emotions or intuition or gut feeling as guidance and a sort of wide-scale view, so you know what to look at in more detail and what to actually rationalize. You don't start with the rationalization, you start with the intuition, and then you apply the rationalization. I want you to understand something about true rational thinking. Let's take it from pure logic and reasoning. In mathematics, for example, if you actually have a set of axioms that both people are following, and you're trying to analyze a specific situation or proof or something like that, there is only one conclusion that you can come to. So when you apply logic or rationality or rational reasoning properly, actually you should only be able to reach one conclusion. That's how rational thought works. However, in day-to-day life, I don't think you need me to tell you that many people will claim to be using rational thought, but all of them will reach different conclusions when they're debating each other. And that's obviously only possible because they're not actually applying true rational reasoning. They are starting with an emotional foundation anyway, or intuitive foundation anyway, and they're trying to justify that with rationality. The crucial lesson here, the point of this, is that trying to be too rational and not understanding when you're actually being rational and when you're not being rational and how to use those different approaches to come to a solution is extremely ineffective with literally anything you do. If you're the type of person that's watched this video to this point, then you're probably the type of person who takes pride in their ability to think rationally and be analytical and come to rational conclusions about things. When you try and do this for what you've actually not given credit to being quite complex scenarios, you essentially end up stalling and doing nothing. Some examples could be gym or studying or something like that. Going to the gym is one thing, but the human body and building muscle and being fit is quite a varied and complex area of study. Right? And what the person who values rationality too much will do is that they will spend too long focusing on insignificant details because they don't even know what is significant enough yet, because they've applied rationality too early. That's the whole point. So they'll try and optimize things like when they go to the gym. Should they go to the gym at 10 a.m. or 1 p.m.? Should they eat chicken before or after? Should they do this split or that split? And they essentially end up stalling or freezing or not being able to do anything because there's so many things that you could possibly consider and you don't yet understand because you haven't actually gone hundreds of times what is important to consider and what isn't important to consider. You haven't applied the intuition or the gut feeling or the emotion before the rationality. You started with the rationality. And what professionals who actually make progress in various different fields do, even if they don't realize it, is that they start with intuition or emotion or gut feeling, and they try things and they actually do things. And then they apply the rationality, then they fix things. Because once you've done something as well, you get input, you get feedback from that, which is far more valuable than the rationalization that you were trying to do with incomplete data. A very good trader may have some kind of idea or intuition about where the market's going, and they may do some minimal amounts of planning to test their ideas with mathematical modeling, and then after they've gotten the feedback, they will come back and optimize. What you're doing right now is that you're starting with the optimization, and you can never finish optimization because the system is so complex that you can optimize it forever because you don't understand what's important yet. Or for example, in the field of mathematics, often the most progress is actually made by the applied mathematician or the physicist who starts more wild, perhaps a bit more intuitive, a bit more emotional, and tries things and gets the feedback, and then they bring it to the mathematician who applies the rigor and patches all the holes. This is how fields actually function and progress. And you can apply this to the daily workings of your life as well. And it's something that people don't do. People start with the optimization and the rationalization and the rigor, and nothing gets done. Okay, if you found this video useful, make sure to subscribe to keep seeing more like it, and engage by commenting and liking so that more people are able to see it. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.